Greetings and salutations. Welcome back to Kind of Funny Games. My name is Colin Moriarty. This is Nick Scarpino putting the DualShock 4 in his mouth, and who knows whose hands have been on that DualShock 4. So have fun with whatever fucking sort of diseases you end up getting. We'll see you in the hospital.
It's just Greg's.
We'll see you in the hospital.
It's just been Greg. But Greg,
Thanks for doing that to mine. Stop.
Oh Jesus! Now you're really gonna
get sick.
Yeah,
That's
now
how it works.
you're
No,
finished.
that's fine.
You're finished.
It's gonna be okay.
Nick,
Yes.
I was in Iceland, but last week you and Greg went to Sony's HQ down in the valley.
Correct.
And played a bunch of games. One of the games you guys played was an early version of Alienation, which is a PlayStation 4 exclusive game coming to PS4 maybe later this year, if not next year, by Housemarque.
Okay.
Housemarque is a studio that made Super Stardust, they made Resogun, they made a bunch of great games. And one of the great games they made is Dead Nation. Now when I talked to Greg about the game, he said that Alienation is basically the next logical step in Dead Nation, the kind of the spiritual successor of it. And so I wanted to play Dead Nation with you, since it was a game Greg and I played extensively, to show you the game and see what you think of it and see if there's a connection between that game and Alienation.
Love it. So I will say right now, the only thing I was disappointed with for Alienation was that I thought it was a direct sequel to the movie Alienation in the 80s that came out.
Wasn't it a TV
James
show
Caan.
too?
It was a TV show that handed out. It was not. It had nothing to do with that. In fact, they laughed at me when I brought that up.
It's been more than a year since
It's
the
not.
outbreak.
It's not funny. There's nothing funny about it.
Can we go back to the intro, or the entry, the main menu? Because I like anything that starts with a dope-ass beat. And that one has a dope-ass beat.
The music in Dead Nation, just the intro music is awesome.
It's so good.
Now I want to make sure I got you into this game, because I'm not entirely positive you're in here. Yeah, there you are. All right, so it's a twin stick shooter. With the exception of one game, Outland, that's all Housemarque makes is twin stick shooters.
Right.
So you control the game with the left stick, and like your movement, and then right stick to aim, and then you're going to shoot with R1.
Okay.
As it says there. So we're gonna shoot. You just threw a flare. That's not, that's okay. So here you are the female, Scarlet. I am Jack, who's the male, and so my laser is blue and your laser is red.
Okay.
So we're gonna kind of aim here and shoot at these guys and maybe try to explode this tank here behind them. We might be able to explode them if we can just do that. There we go.
Crushed it.
And then you're gonna collect, like, these little things that just came towards us are gold and multiplier points. The game, like many Housemarque games, is all about building your multiplier. But you're going to want to keep an eye on your ammunition. You see here that since we have the machine gun, which is the standard weapon, that we have infinite amount of ammo to use.
That's nice.
So let's see. Let's keep going. You reload, by the way, with the R3 button, which is clicking the stick. You'll find treasure chests like this. You R2 to open, and we'll get gold and all this stuff here, and armor pieces. And then we can go up to things like this and hit R2.
Guess got a trophy.
Are you excited about that?
Well,
You'd be more excited if you were logged in.
I
So
should
you
really
want
log
to, you
in.
don't want to be too aggressive with the, stay away from them, and fire away, and just kind of keep an eye on your ammo.
thank you.
And you can see here we're playing the PS4 version. Now it's worth noting, Nick, that this is the Apocalypse edition of the game, the PS4 version. The game originally came to PS3 back in 2010. Okay. That's when Greg and I fell in love with it, especially me. I liked it a lot more than Greg, I think. And then it came last year, 2014, to PS4 and to Vita. I don't recommend playing it on Vita.
Really? Why not?
It's the sticks are a little short and a little small.
Okay.
And rolling your thumb on them is a little difficult.
Should Kevin play it on the Vita?
Kevin will probably be able to play it on Vita because he has little person hands.
Yeah, he does.
All right, now let's see here.
Freak, Kevin.
So we're gonna shoot these guys. Now here's one of the cool things the game will teach you. You can shoot a car and set its alarm off, and it'll track the.
There's guys behind us that are just jacking me up right now. But they just got jacked up.
All right, so we'll go over here. So you see the alarm will go
I
up. The zombies will attack the car, and then the car will eventually explode. But stay out of the radius. You're in the radius.
Oh shit! Is that what the blinking
Yeah.
radius symbol is?
And then we'll collect the gold here in the multiplier. Now, as long as you don't get hit, the multiplier will stay really high, and you will eventually get into hundreds of multiplier points. This is another cool part of the game. So when you're in here, we can go to the weapon shop, hit R2, and play with the weapons in our configurations. And this is kind of another cool thing that, as far as when talking to Greg, that it seems like Alienation is taking another page out of the book of Dead Nation. So you can actually improve the little pieces of your gun, each gun you get. We only have a submachine gun right now and a rifle, but eventually you'll get more weapons. So you can improve the rate of power, the rate of fire, the power, and the clip of the weapons using the gold that you've earned. And since we already have 29,000, I'll just go ahead and maybe increase the rate of fire a little bit, the power a little bit, maybe the clip a little bit, and I'll back out. And then if you walk up to it, you can walk up to it now and press R2, and you should be able to use your gold, since we'll have the equivalent amount of gold, and go to the weapon shop and kind of mess around with that kind of stuff as well if you want. And you can also do this with like you already threw your flare, but you can buy more flares and actually increase the strength and radius of your flares and your grenades and all these kinds of things. So there's a lot of depth in the game.
What am I at here? I want more grenades.
So you can buy a grenade for 1,000, and then you can actually improve your max inventory and your blast radius of the grenades as well with the weapons that you have if you'd like. All right, so you're basically out of cash, so you're going to circle out now. And you can mess with your armor configuration, but we really don't have anything to do with that right now. So we're going to go into the next part of the stage. And so I want to take things slow here. If you, by the way, if you hold down the R1 button and then unleash it, you'll shoot a super powered shot.
Get this guy off my ass. Come on, get it. Get you some, son. Get you some.
Can you help me?
I'm trying to.
I'm almost dead. So the screen's a little red now.
That guy was aggressive.
So you really like later on, it's going to be more on the imperative of like not holding down the weapon to shoot.
Right.
Because there's going to be so many more zombies. But right now, it's a good way to do it. And you can open the trunks of all these.
Is there a full auto? Because right now it's just like one shot from me for some reason.
No, you should be able to shoot. You have 22, like here, like. I'm just shooting over and over again. You should be able to do this.
He's talking about you can't.
I'm talking.
Oh no! It's
no.
No. And you don't want to do that anyway.
You don't?
No.
All right.
You can do that with a submachine gun if you want to, but it's not accurate. It's not accurate.
So all the gold builds into both of our little piles here.
Exactly. So there's no like greed kind of angle to the game. Let's see here.
You get caught up in the crossfire.
All right. I don't remember the game being this hard.
This is a really difficult game. Also, the twin stick shooter aspect of it is a little hard for me to get my head wrapped around.
Really? I'm so used to it because all of their games play like this.
Well, that's the difference is because I'm not, and Greg, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but Alienation doesn't play like that. Or maybe it does it? Well, no. Okay, I guess it does. You're right.
Ooh, I'm dead, so it's just you now. So I'll come back at the next checkpoint. But it's up to you right now. Now, you only have a 4 times multiplier right now. The amazing thing about this game when it came down to PS3, and Greg and I used to play it a lot, is that I beat the game on very hard difficulty by myself. The game doesn't seem to scale based on how many characters you're playing as, whether you're playing as 1 or 2. So the game is just way harder by yourself.
Great.
So let's see what you can do here. Let's see what kind of...
See what kind of man I am.
Yeah. I mean, it's the game... I mean, I was only kidding around. Like, the game gets really hard. It's not hard right now. So you're going to want to just kind of kill this guy and run through here, and I should be revived once you run through.
Booyah! Weapon shop.
So you go to the weapon shop, and you see because you earn more weapons or more money when I was dead, you actually have more money than me now, or you should.
Oh, that's not good.
So here you can mess around with your armor, and what's pretty cool is that so you have strength, defense, and speed, and all of these different permutations of your gauntlets, your body armor, and your boots.
Got it.
So if you want to be like really strong, you can make yourself really strong or defensively very powerful, or you can kind of mix it up. And a lot of these aren't very powerful right now, but you'll find a lot of armor later on in the game that will give you more power and more permutations to mess with.
Fire. Boom. Now let's go over Gets. A couple more of these bad boys.
So you have 2 grenades now.
Dope.
And you're basically out of cash. And I'm just gonna level up real quick and stick with my rifle, and I'm gonna work on the power of the rifle, which is most important, and I'm already out. So let's move on to the next area. Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay.
How do I throw a grenade?
Grenade, I think, is L1. I could be wrong on that.
Flare.
L2 then. Oh no, it is
Oh, no,
L1,
you're
but
right.
yeah, sure.
Yeah. How do you throw a flare then?
I think you actually have to select using the D-pad up and down. It will so if you use the D-pad up and down, you'll be able to.
You want to get you some health over here, bro?
I don't think I need it. Let's see. No, I don't need it. So be careful not to shoot the cards before we open the trunks to get the gold out.
Gotcha.
Oh god.
Can you melee?
You can melee. I think it's. Let's see.
Can you guacamole?
You can guacamole. You can. That's very
That's
good.
another reference to the game I don't understand.
You can melee. I'm trying to think of how you do it. I'm just gonna press every button until I figure it out. Oh, R2. So R1 to fire, R2 to melee.
Gotcha.
But you're going to get tired when you melee, so you can only melee like once every little while.
Gotcha.
So what do you think of the game so far, Nick?
I think it's fun. I'm getting the hang of it. You know, to me, it's the control scheme is what kind of throws me off a little bit because I'm not used to being able to move independently of where I'm aiming in a top-down game like this, you know? Get off me, Holmes. You don't know me.
All right, so let's...
You only think you do, Delroy Lindo. Okay, shorty.
Oh, God. Okay.
It's cool. I like it. I could definitely see spending a few hours playing this, just kind of like getting...
It's a pretty long game, and it's pretty hard. I'm going to open this, and they're going to run through, so you might want to stand
I'm
back.
going to just throw a grenade at you right now.
All right.
I don't have any left.
So that plan wasn't very well thought out.
Was poorly executed.
Yeah. It's okay.
You got a big-ass guy. Nope.
All right.
Well, we got through him.
Yeah, they were
I'm in the
just
truck.
they were just fodder, basically.
Can you dash or jump at all?
You can dash. Dash is L2.
Oh, look at that. What's up? I'm confusing you.
Oh, God.
I feel like it's a little hard because we have two blinding lights on us, so my eyes can't adjust to the darkness. But it's pretty. This is a fun game. I like this a lot.
It's cool, and what I like about walking through the city too is that you can see like all the remnants of like the military trying to stop the zombies and stuff, and they basically just abandoned. And here's a tank here.
Right, I love that.
Pretty cool stuff. And you'll see a green circle appearing on the screen every once in a while. That just means that we're kind of getting far away from each other.
Oh, I don't like that.
But it's not really a big deal.
Pleasant color green.
It is a very pleasant color green. That's a good point. So we'll take care of these guys in their hazmat suits.
Hazmat. What's up? You don't see me.
And then we'll go through this next checkpoint. And I think we're like a little more than halfway through the stage.
Oh, I thought you were going to say game. I was like, this is my kind of game. Almost done.
So here, I'm going to go in first and just continue to level up my rifle one more time, and then I'm going to get out, and you can go in if you'd like to do something as well.
Why not? Let's do it. Just going to do what you do. No, I want the power. The hoorah.
If you want to grab more grenades, now would be the time to do that as well.
Yeah, I kind of want that.
You can grab one more if you want. Cool, and then you can circle out. And then we will go through here. Now this next section is a little hairy, but there's an explosive barrel right there we can actually hit. All right.
Two of the grenades came in handy.
Did you use them both already?
I just did one. But they all went after it because it beeps.
It does. They're very interested in the
It's like
beeping.
a toy.
Oh dear. Yeah, there's a lot of emphasis on noise in this game, which is pretty cool.
Well, the zombies, as we know from Walking Dead, really respond to noise. So that's why when you go on a run, you got to play a stereo song of some sort, listen cool. You know what I mean? SMG's ideal.
Yeah, so you can use if you go. I don't even think we didn't even buy the SMG, but if you did have it, you can go left and right on the D-pad, like you were going up and down to go through flares and grenades. Yeah, and change weapons. The SMG is useless. I don't bother.
Useless.
I don't bother with it.
Every
I don't
game.
bother with it at all. You don't need the SMG to beat this wave of zombies. This wave of zombies is basically here to be like, look how automatic fire will help you, but it really doesn't matter.
I do like that.
Because unlike the rifle we're using now, the SMG ammo is not unlimited.
Oh,
You have to buy it.
Buying it
Yeah.
is lame. All you need is a grenade, really, and you got that kind of going. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the havoc I just thrust upon the zombies. Damn, there's a lot of zombies. I'm not gonna lie.
So later in the game, later in Dead Nation, I think there's 10 chapters. There's some like really difficult enemies that like jump up and down and kill you in one hit. Like huge zombies that have blades for arms.
That's not cool. Did they choose those blades?
And I'm so happy that they're like Alienation is kind of like a continuation of this, because I've always wanted a sequel to this game. So I think it's a really extraordinarily good game.
I think I picked up a flare.
So get some stuff out of there. We can probably open the trunk over here too. Maybe nope, it's behind a fence. All right. I'll tell you what, my accuracy is not going to be very good on this particular playthrough.
Well, now there's mine. I'm pretty sure you're shooting everyone, and I'm just kind of firing blindly into the darkness.
So stay out of the radius. It's close. All right, so this is going to explode, but I'm going to open this real quick and get out of there. It's all coming back to me now.
When Greg touched you like that. That guy's a businessman, he had a briefcase. Get off me. Get off me.
Oh god. So we are almost to the end. We're very close. I remember this stage very well because I played this game about 5,000 times.
I lost myself for a second there. I thought it was me.
It happens. It happens in games like this. Very common. So let's go. Let's move up here and work our way to the end here. We're gonna walk through this gate and be trapped in here, of course.
Humanity. I'm really low on health.
So we're gonna figure it out together.
You touch Greg like this. When Greg touch you like that.
You lost with the wind, but it's all coming back.
Well, I just died.
Are you dead?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm dead. I'm not seeing my character when I go to the controls. They're not responding to anything on screen, so. Does that mean I'm dead? Your health is low, bro.
Alright, so once I can kill all the rest of these zombies, that gate over there should open and that should be the end of the stage, so let's see if I can do it. I'm running really low here on health myself, so.
Come on, come on. You know
I understand.
That. Stop telling me that. It's like my wife's like toilet paper as well. Like, I know. Just jump in the shower.
It's a good attitude, Ev. So I think that that's it. And we can go through here now, yeah, so now I'm done with this stage. And we'll run over here, and the level is completed.
Cool. Your guy looks dope.
And that's Dead Nation.
That's fun.
Now again, to all of you out there, this is a Housemarque game. You might know them from Resogun or Super Stardust, Outland, etc., and so on. This game came out in 2010. It's on PS3. You can get the game on PS4 and the Vita now as well in the form of the Apocalypse Edition, which comes with some DLC. I recommend it highly on PS3 or PS4. I would stay away from the Vita version, personally. Nick.
Yes.
Thank you for joining me. I hope it gives you a little more context into what you played with Alienation when it comes
indeed.
to PlayStation 4 later this year or next year.
Indeed.
And of course, you can find more of our Let's Plays and all sorts of crazy shit here on Kind of Funny Games at youtube.com/kindoffunnygames. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time. Au revoir.